here we go. Okay, so now we're starting to create audios that get accessible by our future selves, right? And these are workflow audios. So what I wanted to do is create something about all the tools that I'm most passionate about, and a blanket message on all the tools, and then want to probably drill down and break this into other sections. So this audio message is starting to occur to me like an outline, and this is more a message to the future self as opposed to ourselves. So there's a couple of different ways that we can create messages to our future self. Number one is through transcription searches in Otter. Number two is through Otter task management, as this starts living as a message inside of Otter. We can start assigning tasks and start creating workflows very quickly in our mind as we're seeing how this stuff is getting out there into the world. And I'm realizing more and more that you need other people involved with this, like paying attention, overseeing, right? It can be a mastermind with other people that we're creating and building with. Okay, so Otter is best for the catch-all for speaking to our current self. My website, I've got Pod Pages, which is a website. I had to do a couple of different hops. So I'm recording this message on Auphonic. Then it gets uploaded to Spreaker, which is the podcast platform, and Spreaker feeds it to Pod Pages. And what Pod Pages allows, puts things on a site. It makes these random divergent walks and talks in the woods, starts to make them more convergent, right? It sits on a website that is recognized to people as something that does something specific and provides information. And the beautiful thing about the website is it becomes accessible to search engines, which means we can have very convergent thinking out in the world, and it will start to tell you how people are zeroing in and are responding to the specific minutia of what we're talking about. So that's cool, that's fun, that's interesting, and that's exciting. So we've got the freedom to be able to speak about whatever we want to speak about with these messages, and then they'll start to come into something else. Now, I've got experience with this type of work. In the past, it was very process oriented. Like it was about improving a process and workflows and those sort of things, and more talking about the what we're doing and the why of what we're doing. But after doing a certain number of reps, it starts to become more outwardly focused. So a certain number of reps starts leading us to focusing outside. And I'm going to stop this one right now and start doing that post on how do we turn those curiosities into our passions, and then turn those passions into purpose, and then turning purpose into dollars.